Hello chat, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are having a good one today. But yeah, we're doing Shaq types, just because I figured, you know what, I didn't really stream much last week, so I figured I should at least do something. Also, hello Har, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's having a good day today. Yeah, we're gonna do a little stream today. Figured that since we haven't done one of these, this would just be good to throw on the calendar, because why not? And I don't know how much one will stick to a calendar, but we'll talk to that. Also, we kind of mumbled there, but I think you get the idea. But anyways, let me swap over real fast on tabs. There we go. Yeah, we're doing psychics today. I don't know. I just picked a type I haven't done yet. I also just added this Who tier just in case. If we don't use it, we delete it. Simple as that. And obviously we can add tiers, rename tiers. I'm not gonna go in any particular order, but I'm gonna try and like start from the top and then work from the bottom. But equally, I am gonna add 2 God tiers real fast before I forget. And these are literally 2 of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I love Jirachi, I love Latios. Like, these along with Totodile just make up my top 3. I think that just goes the same. Jirachi's a cute little guy. Latios is just cool as shit. Also, before I forget about these 2, I don't really love the Mega Latios. Admittedly, they're not bad, but they should have been more recognizable. Like, I don't like the fact I can't tell them apart in their Megas. That's just kind of straight up it. Like, they're not the worst. They might move down later, but I think they're just kind of in that, like, low-ish tier for right now. Anyways, let's actually start going in order. Or, alternatively, if chat really wants me to look at them on, I am more than happy to do that. I remember we did that in the past, too. So feel free to just shout at Mont, and then I'll start working on that. Actually, you know, I'll do Latios, I guess, while I'm here. You know what? I think Latios deserves an A tier. It's not an S tier, in my opinion, but still a really good one. Actually, you know, I'm going to add one more tier. We're going to do that, and then we'll make this tier. There. Bro played Ruby. I was a Sapphire player, actually. I liked Kyogre more than Groudon, so I was a Ruby player. So no, Har, your statement is incorrect. But I just think Latios is cool as shit. I grew into Latios, admittedly, but cause like, I didn't care as much for it as a kid, but your statement. Well, all right then. I actually, you know what? No, Latios can go in S. I think like it's probably gonna be either like mid to low S or like high A. You said I like Harry on the ground, so I'm a replay. If I said, I might have got myself tongue tied. I'm a Sapphire player. Excuse me. I was a Sapphire player. I eventually got to play Ruby, but I don't know. That was after like I borrowed a copy from a friend. The attack lesson purchase sounded cool. It does sound cool. Also, hello, Lethal. How's it going, my dude? But no, I was a Sapphire player. I should have yap. Listen, I gotta yap sometimes on these streams. That's how it goes, right? Like what am I supposed to do? Just be like, I put a Alolan Raichu in S tier. Okay, I'm putting Abra and Who Megalon. No, see, like that's just boring as shit. I gotta yap. That's part of the job here. But also speaking of, I think Alolan Raichu is probably like actually on the like an A tier. I like this mod. I think it's very cute. Also, I do owe becoming a Pokemon Go champion to Alolan Raichu, because this mon actually was a big reason that I won. I love this thing. I think the design is cute. I think the lore behind it is incredibly stupid. I really think the lore behind it is incredibly stupid, but I still like it. Good, just like this thing. I feel that. I feel that. Bro hates pancakes. See, I love pancakes, but I'm just like, ah, yes, eating pancakes evolves you into a psychic surfer. That's just stupid. I don't understand that. So was the waffle man? I like both. I actually really just like both pancakes and waffles. I don't get the debate. Alolan pancakes. Okay. Yeah, see, thank you, Lethal. Thank you. Like, honestly, both are phenomenal. I love both pancakes and waffles. I can do either or. Let's see here. You know, let's start with the actual first Kanto ones. So this is an evil line I guess I'm weird about. I actually don't really like Mega Alakazam, but I don't know if I'm going to put it in D or C. Yeah, I'm gonna start with it in D.
You think you can swing the bat? Show your bling and let me shine.
Also, Zach, thank you so much for the resub.
Raichu in a wait, don't call IT stupid OMG was suffer.
I'm not calling it stupid. I'm calling its lore stupid. Because I really just, like, I think the pancake part is what's dumb. I love Alolan Raichu. No, I think Alolan Raichu is great. Oh, see, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! No, I think Alolan Raichu is adorable. If I'm calling anything stupid, unless his pancakes are dumb, that is not true. There is a quote of me in the stream saying I like pancakes and waffles. Do not give me that shit. It's so dumb. Although it's not. I find it dumb affectionately. See, that's fair. Like, again, I owe Raichu me actually becoming a Pokemon champion. Something, or is the design to speak? No, the design is super cute. It's what I would want out of an Alolan Raichu. I'm just like, you really couldn't have come up with anything better than pancakes. Like, okay. But anyways, also this is not gen ordered. Not completely gen ordered, but we'll work with it. Great design, just overall cute. Lore, very dumb reason to evolve. Exactly, yeah. But again, I love Alolan Raichu. I owe this thing my championship. I appreciate it, but yeah. Anyways, Mega Alakazam. I think Mega Alakazam was kind of dumb. Like, I don't know. It's not bad. I guess that's another way to think about it, right? Because it's not bad in the sense like I don't like the design. It's bad in the sense that I'll put it in C. I think it's a C tier mon. Because it's also not comical enough to where I'm gonna get a lot of laughs out of it. Coincidentally, I actually do like Alakazam a lot. I don't think I like it as much as Alolan Raichu, but I feel like it's a very solid baseline for Psychics. Same with Kadabra. Since I have them installed here in the bottom of 64 music. Oh, yeah, no, there's a lot of different game tracks in here. I probably should remove some of the Persona songs because they get me copyright notices, but I'm lazy in that regard. But yeah, no, I have some Bomberman stuff in here. And also Abra I think is very cute. I don't know if, I'll put Abra at top of B. I think that's probably fair. Because, I do think this the overall evil line is very good. Aside from Mega Alakazam as much, but yeah. And then we're on the ponies. Oh, I'm torn on Ponyta, where I want to put Ponyta. You know what? I'm gonna put it in A for now. It might actually move up to S, and even beat Alolan Raichu. I run a silly bibbidi bop wiggly magic West Stadium animations. Dude, I love Abra's animations when they actually give it to him. Abra has such funny animations. And also, we're getting the first D tier mon. I think Galarian Rapidash is ugly as shit. Like, I do not like this mon. Yeah, you know what? If Galarian Rapidash is my basis for D, I cannot put Mega Alakazam in the same tier. That's just decided. I cannot. I think Galarian Rapidash is an ugly as fuck mon. And it makes me sad to say that the eyes just ruin it for me. What do you mean? It's ugly! I think Galarian Rapidash is ugly! I think it's okay, but like I find it disappointing compared to what I imagined Fairy Rapidash. Yeah, exactly. Galarian Ponyta? So much potential. It looks so good. Then you get to Rapidash and I just feel disappointed. Like, this is not a mon I want to like look at. He is majestic. No, you know what it reminds me of? It's like fucking Charlie the Magic Unicorn with how grumpy he looks. That's how I view Galarian Rapidash. Curious, what would you change? I think if, like, realistically, like what would it... So, like, if, like, assuming just... I feel like the expression's a big part of it. Like, it takes, like... If I was to redo Galarian Rapidash, I think the eye/expression is a huge thing. I'm trying to think what else, because I'm looking at Pokemon Go's model of it just so I have it right in front of me. And that's like a big part. I think the body in of itself is fine. I'd maybe raise like or like tilt the clouds like on the hooves a little bit. And if I wish I would lean more into the fantasy aspect of it. I almost want to say give it wings. Or like even like if not like Pegasus wings, like psychic Pegasus wings. Shorten the horn and fluff it out like what Ponyta has instead of a bunch of immediately come to it. Yeah, it looks a bit too pompous. Which is yeah, I don't like saying it looks too pompous for like what a unicorn is supposed to be. Yeah, I actually do. Like, I think the tail is fine for being combed. I feel like the wings would be over-designed. It could be. That's like... this is me brainstorming because I've never thought about what I would over-design or, like, redesign on it. But I do agree with Zach's take, actually, like, a lot. Like, if I was only allowed to... I don't even feel like you have to shorten the horn. But I would, like, ruffle it up a bit more and change the expression. At the very least. Because I think Ponyta does it so right, but then... like, Galarian, like, Rapidash just kind of loses it. The tail, again, I don't... Also, I would, like... I would blend the hairs a bit more, too. Because, like... when I look at Hold on, let me actually look at Ponyta, like, right in front of me. Yeah, like, I would also, like, just change kind of, like, how it looks like with the fur/hair. Because, like... it feels like it's too sectioned. And yeah, I guess it kind of goes with like the comb thing where it's like... when I look at Galarian Ponyta, like, you see like the blue and the purple just kind of bleed into one another. Rapidash just looks like you divided it into subsections, and I don't like that. But again, I feel like that could be like the whole combing thing, but... I still stand by, I do not like Galarian Rapidash. I think on regular Rapidash it's fine. Because, like, you know, it's supposed to just be a horse. And, like, I still feel like I'm not losing that... I feel like it's supposed to emphasize the little kid's toy that you can comb the hair of. See, I wouldn't mind that if it was consistent one way or the other. I just don't like the change of it. And also, like, if I look at Rapidash as a kid's toy... I wouldn't buy... like, if I had, like, a little child... or, like, I was about to say little girl, but, like, a little kid... that, like, had a toy like that, I feel like the eyes just throw me off. Like, it doesn't lean either way too much, in my opinion, of either being, like, a wild horse or, like, a child's toy. It's too in the middle. That makes me just not like it. Like, I either want it to be more fantasy-like or more, like, mythical unicorn-esque. But that's my take on it. Like, it's close, but it's no cigar one way or the other. Nice. Yeah, I stand by Rapidash. I just don't like it. It's one I'm sad I don't like too. I really wish I liked Galarian Rapidash. And then the Slowpoke line. Oh geez, I have not thought of this all the way through. I think Slowpoke is like just a good little guy. I should like it more than Kadabra, I'd say. Slowbro I actually like a lot, unironically. Fucking Christ, I don't know how that made for the Slowbro line. I mean, its base form got a regional variant, so yeah, makes sense. But I actually like Slowbro a lot. I am a big... I also, for the longest time as a kid, remember wanting the shell on Slowbro specifically to be its own Pokemon. Like, they're this evolved form of, like, Shelder, I guess I should say, if we're going by lore. But yeah, I always thought the shell was just, like, a really cool-looking mon. And I'm sad that it was supposedly cut content from Gen 2. This guy giving head empty, I like these silly guys. Exactly! Like, he's just having a good time. I also think it's really funny that, like, when 2022, I think, rolled around in Pokemon Go, he got, like, a costume that has, like, 2021 glasses on the new year, which I thought was just fucking hilarious. So, Galarian Slowking. See, I like Galarian Slowking, but that's, like, a different reason. And then Mega Slowbro. I don't like him as much as regular Slowbro or Slowpoke. I don't think he's like... It's either bottom of B or high C. That poor Shelter wanted to be a Cloyster, but didn't taste it. See, again, I still wanted the Shelter, like, in this form to be its own Pokemon. I remember just as a kid wanting that so badly, and I still kind of do. I think if I'm going to put I'm going to put it in C for right now, but it might move up later. And then Slowking, I just like Slowking. I think it's a cool mon. Actually, I kind of like Slowking more than... yeah, I would say B is a very solid placing for it. And then the Galarian forms? How do I feel about the Galarians? Because I haven't, like... So I like, actually, Galarian Slowbro a lot. I think this mon is actually super cool. I kind of like it over regular. Because I feel like the design of it is, like, a really unique take. Like, just be like, yeah, it's like, even, like, it's just like, oh, yeah, it got bit on the arm. But, like, it being a poison type, I think is actually really cool. So I run the silly faint animation of looking... Shell telling it. Where someone goes, oh... It's finally over. I have to really look at, like, stadium animations again. It's been so long. But then again, also, you know what? I can give you guys as a little tidbit. Coming up in, like, the next 2 weeks, 5-year stream anniversary. We'll probably do some more Pokemon Stadium 2, hint, hint, twink, wink, continuing the challenge from last year on the 4th year anniversary. So keep a lookout for that. But I'll announce that in the future. Yeah, that's all I'm saying about that. I'm not elaborating any further. Anyways, Galarian Slowbro? There's Slowpoke, excuse me? It's okay. I guess, like, it just feels too samey. Which is why I don't... But I do like... I'm gonna put it in C for right now. But we'll think about that. And Slowking. I actually think Slowking is also really cool. I kind of like it over regular Slowking. I think it's supposed to be simple because the evolutions of Slowking. Like, that's a fair point, and I'm not gonna entirely disagree with that, but it's like, I don't know, when I compare, like, say, Alolan Vulpix to Galarian Slowbro, like, in terms of, like, what they are to their bases, Slowpoke feels too samey. While I'm like, I just stare at Vulpix and I'm like, that is so cool. And like, all it is just a different fur coat, but, you know, I feel like I get more of like a variant compared to like, it just looks like like a Team Rocket Slowpoke Lemonade. Exactly, it just looks like pink lemonade. No, Galarian Slow King is super sick. I think this mod is actually... I think, like, the evos I emit for the Galarian forms are really cool. I like these a lot. I might even put this over Slowbro. Actually, yeah, I kind of want to put... They're tied. They're about tied. I can see myself putting either or. I'll have to come back to it. But anyways, and again, if chat wants me to look at them on, you are more than welcome to yell at me to do so. But otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of go in whatever order. But yeah, I feel like the Galarians like look. I feel like the Galarian evolutions look really good. I may have reservations about this generation, but there are some things I will admit it did right. Anyways, Drowsy Hypno. So Drowsy is just forever ruined for me because my mom always called Drowsy Poopy Pants. Like, my mom always called Drowsy Poopy Pants. Oh, the overhated Pokemon? I mean... There's also a community that also loves Hypno. I'll say it like that. I've been on the internet long enough to know there's a lot of people that also love Hypno for different poopy pants. Let's go. And like, also, admittedly, like for the longest time as a kid, I didn't know what a tapier was. So I'm willing to be a little bit more forgiving towards Drowsy. But I'm not going to be a ton more forgiving towards Drowsy. Because again, I always had the idea of poopy pants just in my head. So I think it's like a low C tier mon. And I don't think Hypno's a lot better. I do have a lot of competitive success in Pogo, specifically to Hypno. I am gonna give it that, so I'll rate it a little bit higher. But it's not gonna be like a lot higher than Drowsy. Not the Hypnosis / trans community, dude. There are people online. Also, then the song was about to end. Yeah, okay, that was reaching the end. But you know what? I'm gonna put it. Actually, you know, I'm gonna rearrange C tier a little bit. So you'll do be wilding with Hypno, yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably how I'm gonna start with C for right now. We still haven't reached like a second one that's like D tier yet. I'll say like I do see one already that to me is gonna go in D tier, but we'll talk about that. Anyways. Oh right, I was gonna say where's a low landing Exeggutor, but I forgot the thing is just Grass Dragon. It's not like a Psychic in any way. Execute I don't love as much. It's probably another C tier to me. Like, it's just... Actually, no, I'd put Slowpoke above it. And then Exeggutor, I think, is funny. I think it, like, does it in a good... I do admit, though, I will also give Execute its, like, red, blue, yellow sprites. Where it has, like, just the one giant-ass egg. Egg. Yeah, exactly. It's just egg. But I will give Exeggutor... I think it's a B tier, but I'm trying to think where in B tier. You know what? I'm gonna put it in high B. I think high B is very fair for it. Like to a point where I might even move Alakazam down a little bit. I'm not sure exactly. I'll rearrange the tier. Like, keep in mind any placings within tiers right now are not finalized. Yo 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 yo. It has a very great cry. I love Exeggutor. Like, I'm not a Wolfie like fan level of Exeggutor, but I do like Exeggutor. And then Starmie. You know what? Latios needs a friend. I love Starmie. I think Starmie has such a sick design. Also, wait, is Staryu just pure water? I thought it was water psychic. Oh, it is just pure water. Huh. The more you know. Starmie is the best. I love Starmie. Starmie is such a cool design, especially shiny Starmie. Starmie, the icon that reminds everyone still love their gems / jewels. Dude, Starmie is so great, especially shiny Starmie. Like, I just love this shit. I'm so like, I still love Greninja too, but I'm so sad that Greninja just invalidated Starmie in every way, shape, and form. And it makes me, like, unhappy about that. Granted, Starmie had such a long lifespan competitively of being good, so you can't knock it in that sense, but god, why did Greninja just do it so dirty and so much better? And then we're on to the Mimes. Mime Jr. is just a little guy. And I do admit I love, Sorry. Hard counter. I mean, it's not even just that it's hard countered. It's that Greninja does everything Starmie wants to do. It's like, oh yeah, I'm the really fast special attacking water psychic type. Cool, I'm the faster and stronger water dark type that changes typing. Why do I exist? You exist just to be printed on Misty cards and sell them. Oh my god. You could just make the fucking Rick and Morty with Starmie and Greninja. But no, I appreciate Starmie. I think Starmie is really cool. Like, it's a cool design. I appreciate Misty Starmie. I just like Starmie. Yeah, and then Mime Jr. I think Mime Jr. is... well, maybe bad, right? Actually, we had a niche able to run more defensive. So even then, there were better defensive water options. So exactly, like, it just, like, lost its niche. But I also remember, like, back when Greninja got banned after letting Gunk Shot, we immediately saw Starmie rise again. I also remember just, like, wanting to make a Starmie for, like, a good minute. I think Starmie is cool. Yeah, I think Mime Jr. is, like, a great little guy. He might even be A tier. I'll have to see. And then Mr. Mime. I don't like it, but I don't want to put it in D. Because I don't think I dislike it as much as, like, Galarian Rapidash. Is the frog missing? Alright, I clocked in. Exactly. It's literally just like when you have that one coworker that you're trying to avoid with all of your might, and you'll be late for work just not to see them. Or clock out early to make sure they don't see you. I think... Oh god, do I make a second tier? I'll put Mime in C for right now, but it might move down to D. That might be the case. I don't know. Every day's great at your Genus. Hello, Lectin. Yes, every day. I'd say make an E tier. You know what, Har? You have convinced me. We gotta give it like an ugly ass. Well, there's not really an ugly color, right? This screen is. Oh, I rearranged tiers. Excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna make an U tier. Yeah, so this goes to U tier. If you haven't Metagross any lower than double S, then my fault for all her doors. You see, it's gonna be clawed by I don't know if I can D. That's a very good point. Yeah. So these two go in D. Actually, these three go in D. And then I will give it. So here, this is the first screen, right? So this is the first screen. Okay. So this needs to be the second green. And then... Ah, no, pink for who? Because they made me forget them. There we go. No, Glaring Repetition doesn't deserve to be in you. To me, that mon deserves to be in you. And don't worry, Lect. Metagross is gonna be a high tier. I can like that entire line will be high tier at the very least. I'll tell you that. It's probably not SS to me, but it's very high. Actually, no, we'll do Metagross after we finish the mimes. Let's keep a Raichu and yeah, okay. I think a little Raichu is cute, and I don't super care for Execute. Actually, fine. You know, Execute you can go back and see. I might go back to D. We'll see. I don't really love. It's okay. I think Galarian Mr. Mime is whatever. I'm kind of just neutral towards it. And then Mr. Mime I think is unironically actually fun. Like, it's charming and it's funny. I actually do like Mr. Mime. Starmie Zupo would have been interesting with the Terra system, but oh yeah. Dude, I would have been so excited for seeing like how Terra Starmie could have gone. Stellar Starmie sounds funny. And also, you know, because like this here, we're gonna do the Beldum line, the entire Beldum line real quick. How do I feel about Beldum itself? I think Beldum's not a bad design, realistically. Like, it's very basic, but I do kind of like it. I think Beldum itself deserves, like, B. Yeah, I think B is fine. I actually really like Metang. I think Metang is just super cool. Like, and I know it's, like, a lot of these, like, oh, it's just 2 Beldum slapped together, and Metagross is just 4 Beldums together. I still think Beldum is Exodius right arm. Like, I mean, it's basic, but it's not bad. Like, I don't dislike Beldum. I think it's a neat one. And plus, I also am, like, a sucker for the shiny, even though I have a bad story with the shiny. I think it's a fun name, too. Yeah, exactly. And then Metagross. Yeah, I'm not immune to propaganda. Metagross is cool as shit. It's definitely an S tier, mon. Actually, you know what? I am swapping Latios and Starmie. I might even move Latios. Actually, yeah, I think it feels like that. Big X thing. And then Mega Metagross. Mega Metagross is a tad over the top, in my opinion. It's still good. I still really like it, but I think it's a tad over. So I kind of want to put it in, like, A. I'm sitting on that for a moment before I, like, decide if I want to keep it in A. Sorry, Latios, you committed the sin of being red among Impulse's blues. That's actually the truest shit. It is very true. I like the color blue. If it wasn't obvious. Like, blues and purples just kind of hit. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna move Mega Metagross down a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like that. Honestly, we might see some mons move up from A to S. I'm just gonna run it like that, so Latios may not be the only non-blue in the S tier. Yeah, I think like the Metagross line, or the Beldum line is all really cool. I can't put them much lower, realistically. Actually, you know what? Nah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine for that one. Can hit that list like crazy. I mean, you can look at the other lists, but not that like. There's gonna. I don't know if there's gonna be anything else in actually. I think I see another mon that unironically might hit SS tier. There might be a couple actually. We'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely see it. There's obviously gonna be some color bias. Then I guess we have Smoochum Jinx. through these. I'm gonna be real, but I don't know if I want to put them in. Like, I don't know if I just if they. I like the fact I'm like just staring at a mod I don't like, and I'm like, do I want to put this in the same tier as fucking Galarian Rapid Dash? The fact that I just started with this mod and you, and I don't want to put anything else there. But I do see one other mod that's gonna go there, like already. You know what? These both go in D, I think. I don't know where in D or if they'll fall into U, but I'm gonna put them there for right now. I just don't love these mods. I guess I like Jinx more than Switch'em. Switch'em just... I did not like that thing as a baby. And then... Galarian Articuno... I do think this mod is actually kind of cool. Switch'em. Oh, we're gonna try the makeup for the first time. I think it's Jinx. She's the girl that had the same brand of makeup since it was a baby. See, I understand where you're coming from with that, but now I just kind of hate it even more. Like, I processed it, and now I'm like, shit, I do just not like this thing. I think bottom of D, maybe even U is, appropriate. But Galarian Articuno, I'm gonna put this thing high. I think this mod is cool. You know what? I think between the bros is pretty appropriate. No time for F tier. No! No, I don't think it's like that bad. Silence brand. I love Articuno. It's a cool Articuno. Like, I actually, like, I don't, do I look? I think the only Galarian one I don't love as much is probably Zapdos, but even then I still think, like, Zapdos is cool. I think Moltres is the coolest out of them all. And Articuno's kind of cute. I think it's, like, I think it fits with the Psychic typing, and it feels like, you know what it actually, and I just realized what this feels like to me? Galarian Articuno feels like it could be like a hell of a boss / has-been hotel character. I 100% could see this thing as like a character in one of those two shows. Fuck, you're right! I'm a fucking genius. That shit is an easy going shot. Exactly. A has-been hotel character that Will's fucking about. Exactly. Like, he's just so pompous that you could literally just write him in either show and he'd be perfect. Like, he fits that environment, and like just like design-wise and expression-wise. Like, he would just walk. He has one look at. He's just going. Exactly. Like, you could just slap a freaking Galarian Articuno in a bathrobe. He'd walk around and be like, I'm so cool and all that. Should perfect for all the birds in the hell. Yeah. Especially, like, Moltres and Articuno, I think, fit the best. Zapdos, I feel like, is a little out of place, but I think Articuno is, like, the peak of that design. Articuno is just a hell of a boss character. Even though it's homophobic, homosexual. Oh, so Yosuke from Persona 4. Got it. True. Yeah, I think that's just like oh my god. Yeah, I stand by this placing and this stance on Galarian Articuno. And then for the others, or I guess we're on Mewtwo now. I'm not immune to propaganda. I actually. You know what, Dom? We're moving some mons up to S. Check Discord for relevant content. Okay, hold on. Lact, why did you send me the Pokemon freaking Detective Pikachu, Mr. Mime? I don't like it. Why did you send me that? He deserves better. Not the flesh. No, he sent me the flesh mime. And he just DM'd me saying he is watching you sleep. Hi, Har. I see you in my Discord DMs. And you know what? Also, Mega Mewtwo Y, I think it's also really fucking sick. This is such a good Mega. Actually, you know what? I might move Mewtwo back up to S. I'm just putting it in A for right now, because I don't like it whenever S is bigger than A. Mewtwo X, though... I do not like this design as much. The question is it U tier? Because it's pretty fucking gross. How would you do a physical attack in Mewtwo? How would I do a physical attack? Hold on, let me get a bit bigger image of it. I just ran 4 fingers in the first game in history from the 5th finger because it's the having 4 fingers in the sense of the opposite from Japan. Stop. Let's try for my daily Mr. Mime trivia. Okay, lad. You know actually how I would probably want them to do Mega Mewtwo X realistically? I would want, like... I feel like Mega Mewtwo X is just a little too human. I almost want like kind of like Frieza in a way. Here's Mewtwo X. This fuckboy. Like I almost want something like more Frieza like. I want to say. Like, I would go, like... Because it feels too bottom-heavy, I want to say. Which, I guess you could say that Y is, like, a little bit more top-heavy. It definitely is DBC. Like, I feel like I would lean a little bit more into, like, Alien Fighter. Because I feel like... Oh, hold on. Let me... It's one of the boos as well. Hold on. Maybe a little bit of, like, Super Boo? Like, I would say, like, kind of, like... I'm not gonna give, like, a perfect example of it, because I don't, like, know exactly, but I would say kind of, like, a mix of, like, Frieza and Super Boo is kind of what I would want more so from Mewtwo X. Like, the legs bother me a ton with it. Because, like... We always, like, whenever, like, Mewtwo does shit, like, with fighting, like, we always just see, like, very hand or tail-oriented. And I don't feel like that's, like, prominent. Bro, there's no knees. Yeah, like, give the fucker knees. Like, give this fuckboy knees. Yeah, I don't really love Mega Mewtwo X as much. It's close, but... It's not quite there. Nah, it's not you. It's not in you, Mon. But I don't like it. Head, yes. Shoulders, yes. Like, there's, like... Also, actually, you know what I would also like, admittedly? And this is, like, a super minor detail. instead of like, I'm gonna call them tears because I don't know what else to call them. But like, instead of like the tears that like Mega Mewtwo X has like on its arms, I think you should have like kind of like again like with the Frieza thing where it's like has like the, I'm gonna call it like a cell sack sort of like shaping on its arms, kind of like a guard almost. I think that would be cool. And also maybe tune down like the vest, quote unquote, on Mega Mewtwo X, like make it a little less puffy. Because like it's supposed to be kind of like a fighter's jacket, and like it gives it like a Saiyan vibe like from Dragon Ball, but it's not quite executed quite right. And also like put like the same like kind of like sack guarding that I mentioned on the arms on the legs too, and give this fuckboy knees. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of my take on Mewtwo X. And then Mew, I think, is super fucking cute. I'm kind of in the same. You know, there'll be more mons in S. You know, I just looked at there'll be more mons in that, or in A tier. And also, you know, because I keep saying I don't want to just like not shove shit in EU, I'm putting the other one that I know is going in EU right now. Grumpig ugly as shit. I do not like Grumpig. Like, I get it, it's just a pig, but I don't like Grumpig. I think Grumpig just kind of ugly. Spoink cute, though. I like Spoink. Spoink's just a little guy. And that ear so they can... You call that Slayer's not performing. Like, you're playing a dangerous game. I feel like the first two were like things you looked up on like Bulbapedia, and the third one is just one that you made up. This is daily, not every 2 minutes, yeah. Yeah, I think Spoink cute. I don't like Grumpig. 2 minutes is basically daily. That's not entirely incorrect. I'm willing to disregard the transgressions you've made on my go Mewtwo. Hello, Sight. But you miss a Victini, kiss our friendship goodbye. Oh no, you know, you want to talk about Victini? We can talk about Victini. Victini's fucking goated. I love this little guy. I love Victini. Victini is cute. He's great. Victini's a goat. I 100% love Victini. I can't say bad things about him. Like if he walked into the middle of an argument like where I'm cursing somebody out, I would just stop cursing because I don't want him to hear it. I think Victini is a good boy. Actually, you know what? Victini is there. Yeah, something like that. I'll rearrange these tiers later. I keep saying that. But nah, Victini's a great. It babby. Is Victini higher than Latios? No. I do not think Victini is higher than Latios. But Victini's great. I love Victini. Yeah. Also, Side, I hope you're doing well. There's still Latios shaped list, probably. See, in my mind, it would be a little more, just because, again, I was a Root or a Sapphire player. Latios is Latios shit. But if it was shiny Victini, this shit would go way up. I'm just saying. Also, I don't remember where I've had it before, but whatever. Oh, Mr. Higher Mr. Victini is definitely good. I do not fact check this. Like, please. Okay. Also, by the way, there is Arceus Psychic. I'm not ranking that. I've avoided all the other Arceuses on these tier lists in the past. I'm not ranking Arceus Psychic. Aside from normal, I did put in the normal one. And then Natu and Xatu? I think they're cool. Like, Natu's a little bored. Probably high B, actually a top B. Xatu goes a bit lower, but I still like it. I think they're both cool. Like, they were both fascinating mons to me in Gen 2. I like them a lot.
Thank you. Not like this, not like this, not like this.
Also, Luna, thank you so much for the 6 biddies. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, my dude. Yeah, I think that's probably where I put Natu Xatu. And then Espeon. I was such a fan of Espeon as a kid. I don't love it as much. Keyword as much. I still love Espeon though. So clip had to slap biddies. I didn't know somebody clipped something already, but okay. I think Espeon's probably like a top of A tier. Like, it's either bottom of S, top of A. Natu is almost peak bar. Natu is great. I love Natu. Actually, you know what? Nah, hold on. There we go. I think just Borb is... It's just cute. I like Natu. Natu friendship and no thoughts. Not... I feel like I don't get... no thoughts from Natu. I definitely get it from Xatu though. Natu just feels like it's silently screaming as it wants to fly, but it has no wings to fly. Xatu is just I scream, therefore I must remain silent. I think it's yeah, exactly. Like to me, like again, to me, Natu has too many thoughts. Xatu has no thoughts. Like I remember it's freaking like punching bag animation where it just like wobbles back and forth after you hit it in Stadium 2. That's an animation I fucking remember. So I was judging you, yeah. Also, I remember Xatu's bitch ass in fucking Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That's my favorite song. Is Supporting Me for BioLizard for Sonic Adventure 2. Okay, lad. I foresee the future means no thoughts in present. No, I think we're good. I was about the remix of Shadow Generations. You know what? That's a question I'm actually curious about. But anyways, well, yeah. I feel like Natu is too many thoughts. Xatu is not enough thoughts. And then Unknown. Oh. I know it's a gimmick mon, but I do like the gimmick, even though it's just the alphabet soup, the mon. Nah, I think B is very solid for it. Like, I think Unknown is just like a unique mon. Like, we will probably never see in the mainline games ever again. If this isn't a script for Mr. Mind Fun Facts, we hope you come back to the future for more fun trivia. Well, it looks like Luna unsubscribed for the Twitch channel, so unfortunate. You know what, chat? Does anybody want to throw a mon at me, or am I just gonna continue down this list at this point? I'm curious. Because again, you guys are fine to throw mons at me, and then I'll start ranking them that way. But otherwise, I will just move on to Necrozma. Okay, we can do the Necrozma. Yeah, you know what? That's actually like a good one. I'll do Solgaleo and Lunala as well, just because, like, indirectly I consider them part of it, since, you know, the fusion mechanic. I think Necrozma is fucking cool as shit. I think Necrozma is cool as shit. It arguably might even be an S tier mon, or double S tier. I think Necrozma is so fucking cool, dude. I wish base Necrozma was better. I didn't hear people. We'll get to Lugia after we do the Necrozma stuff. But I think that base Necrozma is such a fucking cool Pokemon. It's like to a point, like where we learned about it, like combining with Solgaleo and Lunala. I just had like the idea of like, can we put fucking Necrozma on more Pokemon, please? This is actually so fucking cool. Like I wanted more combinations like that. I like Necrozma is like a can of like just cool shit that you can do in one mod that I think is so awesome. I also like Solgaleo a lot. Actually, I guess I might move Solgaleo up even. Keep that in mind. I might move Solgaleo up. But I think Solgaleo is really cool. Crosses made me think he'd be like Necromancer Pokemon at first, honestly. I can see that. Like, and like I also feel like you could do like a puppeteer style like thing, like kind of like with that Necromancer with like how big its hands are. I see that. Solgaleo, yeah, no, Solgaleo is really cool. Also, actually, well, no, I'll do Lunala first. I don't love Lunala as much, but it's still really fucking cool. Like, it's a lunar bat. I just don't love the bat as much, but I think like what it is really cool. And then the main forms. Actually, no, I don't care for Cosmoem. I'll say it like that. It's cute, but it's like very average. Something like that. Galaxy Bat. Yeah, no, Galaxy Bat's like it's a pretty mon. But I think Duskwing does it a lot better. I think Nebby. He's a great little guy. He's just like me, FR. I'll put him there for now. He might move. And then the Dusk forms. I'll put my own personal fart in 8 tier. Okay, like I think Dusk main or like I don't know if I'm gonna keep it in double S because that's like a favorite among all favorites. And like I don't know if I don't think I can put it there, but it's very close. Like I want well I guess if I'm putting it irrespectively just out of sight, you know what, I'll put it here. I think it's like it's either barely makes the cut for double S or it's like top of S, but I love Duskmane. I think Duskmane is super cool. Fun fact, actually, the very first time I tried Pokemon TCG was with Duskmane GX. And then eventually the deck just became Beast Box, then I sold off the deck because like Pokemon died at my locals, but I did like this mod a lot. But I always loved the type of oh no, as like and again, aesthetically Lunala is great. It's just the bad part of it I don't love as much. Like, I love it aesthetically, I just don't love the animal that they picked for it. I get it still, and I still think it's a good design. It just, to me, doesn't hit as hard. And then Duskwing, I think, is really fucking cool. Actually, I'd probably do it like... probably like that, maybe. I think Duskwing is really cool. I think it does it a bit better because like even though like you lose some like the, I like to call it the Kirby like aesthetic from like Nightmare, especially because like Nightmare and Dreamland was a game I played a lot. But yeah. Yeah, I would do something like that. Also, forgive me, I got a notification with the playlist. And then Ultra Necrozma. He's talking about Kirby again. Of course I'm talking about Kirby again. Why wouldn't I be? It is like it's a super cool boss fight. As a mon, I'm saying as much. It's still a high tier mon. Got it or something? Yeah. I'm also just this is me talking between tiers, not talking like actual placing. As a boss fight, this is cool. As a mon, I have less appreciation for it. I also think I'm gonna move Espeon over. Oh, sure. Alright, base. It's like activated. Like, it's not, like, again, it's not bad, but I just don't love it as much. Also, it was way too easy because I'm a wild. I mean, I had Incineroar as my starter, so I didn't mind it as much, but like, it's not a bad mod. I just don't. Again, it doesn't like strike me like in the same way as like base that cross windows. Like, it's really cool for like a final boss mod, and I again still like love the fight. But actually, let me relook at Ultra Necrozma because I want a bigger picture. Yeah, I still kind of stand by the statement. I think it's really cool, but it doesn't... Actually, I'm going to move it down a little bit. Probably about there, maybe. I don't know. It's definitely an A-tier mod. I definitely feel like it's A-tier. The Z move like that burns the sky. That is a very cool Z move. I will give you that. I also can't wait to hopefully see that shit in Championship again. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of where I want to put it. Like, it's definitely like minimum A tier. And then Luna 1 and Lugia. I have a lot of childhood bias with Lugia. So I think it goes in S. I think Lugia is very cool. I like the movie. I'm a Lugia fan. Attack just goes hard. Dude, like, there are so many, like, good Zitten moves, like, in the franchise. Granted, I think that some, like, Let's Snuggle Forever is a little silly, but I also didn't mind that with a lot of Alola. What if Baby Lugia was in this list? Baby Lugia would definitely be, like... It'd still probably be S, maybe bottom of double S. But, yeah, I probably, like, it would still be a very high tier mod. I think maybe Lugia is also very cute from the anime. Yeah, I think Lugia is sick. I still wish it was water in some capacity. And granted, I know it wasn't supposed to be in the games, apparently. And, like, it was made just for the movie, but then they had to include it because of the popularity from the movie. But I still like Lugia. I am not immune to propaganda. Even though I was a crystal baby. What else can we, like, look? What do I want to look? Actually, you know what? I'm putting a third U. I'm just getting this out of the way right now. I hate Brexish. This mod ugly. This mod ugly. I can't stand this fucking fish. Esper? Yeah, you know, we'll do the Esper line. Why not? You know, let's snuggle forever. Maybe a silly movement. Think about it since Mimi keeps hugging you until you die from... No, again, like... I also don't mind a lot more, like, silly vibes from Alola in general, because it was a lot more, like, relaxed of a generation in terms of theming. So I don't mind it as much. But Esper, okay, so we'll do the entire Esper line. I like base Esper. I also remember the Demon King. It might be a little... Probably like that. It's an A. I like Esper. I think it's a good A tier mod. I go with the Demon King. I remember the Demon King. On the real, I'm hoping that Championship lets us, like, do free-for-alls, like, or, like, multi-battles again. I would love to stream free-for-alls. That shit just sounds fun. If we actually, like, implement, like, real rule sets. Like, no shit like light screen reflect. Fucks entry hazards. But I remember Demon King. That name was funny. And then the Meowsticks. Now, you might be thinking, it's a blue cat. Of course, Iblis is gonna put it in double S tier because he's a bitch. I already know Site's typing in the comments right now. But guess what? I ain't putting Meowstick here. putting it here. I do like Meowstic, but it's not like the mon that hits hard for me. Can you believe this guy? Tell me I'm wrong though. You know you wanted to say that. Like, of course, like, I know Sai would probably just call me. I'd be like, blue cat, loving ass bitch. Hey, it's fine. Okay. Because I know you would give me shit about it, but on the real, I like female Meowstic more, unironically. I like this design a lot. No, let Meowstic, what the hell? We'll see, like, I did. Okay, no, that is a shit taste. What do you mean? Now Meowstic better. I like both! I really do just like both. But yeah, do I feel like there's that big of a discrepancy between the two? Oh, I'm running this by myself real quick. No, I'm running this in my own head. Because I like both, but is there that big of a discrepancy? And I feel like the answer is no. What's higher than Metagross, so I guess. Bro, that's true. Live in S and picking for you. You know what? No, but I think I'm gonna do it like this. Oh, that's not right. There we go. Males are more defensive, while females more offensive. I mean, like, I know it's like the gimmick between the two, but like, I always just like, I like how it's like for once, like, it felt like the female was the more offensive one. Well, because usually like in Pokemon, like up to that point, like a lot of male Pokemon were more offensive than the female forms if they had differences. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna probably imagine having terrible taste. Okay. Actually, you know what? No, side base is a point. There. Well, learn to hit me with the Indeedee first, so we'll get to Onion. You'll have to also specify who you mean by Onion. In front of my Go Mewtwo. Okay. Sai, to be fair, I am not prioritizing in tiers at the moment. If it's in the tier, it's just in that tier. I'm gonna organize with in tier. Oh my god. But anyway, you know what? Next time that man asks for a timeout, just give him like 3 minutes. He did tell Hard to do it. He did tell Hard to do it. But just like make it like 3 minutes next time, I guess. Because I think the man has like been timed out for over 1,000 seconds in like the last couple streams. But anyways, we'll get to Indeedee first. I'm neutral on both, realistically. I don't like super love Indeedee. I like it more like a Dabra at least. I like it more, yeah, I guess probably about that. I don't know, male Indeedee for the record just feels like it's trying too hard. Croissant. Never mind, Nem just ruined this mod for me. Nem actually just on the spot ruined that mod for me. I never saw that before until literally just now. Thanks, Nem. Not even exaggerating. Nem just I never saw it. I see it now. I fucking hate it. Oh my god. Okay, then Celebi. For the record, I'm hovering it over here right now. It's not this. I do not believe it's a C tier mod. I'm not doing C for celery. You know what? I think this is gonna break the blue trend. Alright, gonna BRB for a bit. Gonna judge you harshly when I'm back. Sounds good, Har. But I think Celebi is a high tier. I love Celebi. It's a mod I've enjoyed using. Also, God, S is getting so much bigger. Some mods will probably move down to A. We'll see. Yeah, I think Celebi is great. It's very cute. I love using it. Even if Zarude has completely invalidated its existence. Which I think is still one of the funniest interactions you can have in Pokemon. If it seems like Haven is the Hello Kitty and double support partner. I mean, it's cute, but again, when Nam pointed out croissant hair, I can't look at this mod the same way ever again. Plus, how about they fucked up with female Indeed's moveset in Scarlet Violet. You know, I'm gonna have some bias on that. Okay, so it looks like we're caught up on requests, at least, for mods. The user would be into them. Yeah, no, you literally pointing that out to me fucking makes me hate. Actually, you know what? There. Now left's in French. You literally could just put like a French mustache on male Indeedee, and then recolor the horns to look like croissants, but like make it so it's like the left one is like partially bitten out of, and it's holding said part of croissant in its open hand. And I would just believe you that that's real. What else do I want to go over? Also, who the fuck? Oh, like the me again. Like, can you stop DMing me, fucking Detective Pikachu, Mr. Mime? You fucking bastard. What else do I want to look at? See, I could tackle the road slung now, but I feel like I need to save that towards the end. Because that's such, like, a power... Hula hoop? You know, sure, we'll do Hoopa and Hoopa Unbound. I don't love... I mean, regular Hoopa's, like, okay. I feel like top of B, like, high B is fair. Yeah, probably. Hoopa Unbound, I think, is fucking sick. It's such a cool mod. Actually, you know what? Thinking about it... I might move stuff back up to A, but I don't want Gibbon S is bigger than A. Yeah, I think the Hoopas are both cool, but I have like a huge love for Unbound. I think Unbound is so fucking cool. Nah, there's no way you just fucking sent this to me. Hold on. Oh no, why are people DMing me this shit? Oh no! Oh wait, no, it fucking... Hold on, I need to... No, there's another one I need to open real fast. Hold on. What's the name of this? Because I realized I just needed Croissant. Why is this shit an MP4? What the fuck? Hey, where the fuck is this file? Oh, there it is. Okay. This shit's a fucking MP4? But it's so fucking funny. I literally typed in DD Croissant. Okay, hold on. This shit fucking gets me, dude. I hate this stupid bastard. Okay. What else do I need to get to? You know, let's go back to Wobbuffet and Why Not. I think Why Not is a great little guy design. So I kind of want to actually put it as high as A. Wobbuffet I don't love as much. I still like Wobbuffet, but I don't love it as much. The anime gives me a lot of bias, though. I still like it. Why Not is the best little guy. I love my favorite baby mon design. It's a very good one. It's not my #1 favorite, but it's very good. It's a very good baby mon. I want to say Pichu is probably my favorite baby. Hold on, let me check all the babies real quick. Yeah, I'd say it's Pichu. Pichu followed by Munchlax. Just... Oh, I see what you mean by the emoticon. It's not Luna. Now you understand. He's just so happy. Minus just vibing in his own lane. I feel like him and Slowbro would be very good friends. Okay, and then Girafarig and Farigiraf. I don't super love Girafarig in of itself, like it's okay. I like Farigiraf a bit more, one because like Girafarig deserved an evolution, but also because I think like its implications in VGC are super cool. Probably about that. I like Farigiraf. I think it's a cool mod. You know what? I'm not trading my Bunting because I was like, I did not know that. You know what Why Not always reminded me of, and specifically Why Not reminded me of this because of the bump on its head? Like the freaking Wackas from Paper Mario. Like, I just wanted to, like, rip the fucking bump off its head. And then just be like, what's inside that bump? I gotta know. That's just how I always viewed Why Not. They kind of do. Thank you for not calling me crazy. Also me. Hey, you said they kind of do, though, so I'm not entirely wrong here. I'm saving Ralts for later. I gotta save Ralts for later. I cannot do that. I can't do this entire Evo line. This Evo line is way too powerful. Don't smack the baby. I'm not gonna smack the baby, but I was always curious. And then... wanted to rip it off. I said I wanted to, not that I would. Like, I'm curious, like, what's in there, you know? Like, is that its brain? Is it just fluid? Is it organ? Can we go for a rock? Oh, you want to do, you know what, sure, let's do Solrock and Lunatone real quick. I guess before we do... Also, perfect, we got surfing music. They're both kind of the same to me, but I like Solrock a little bit more. Also, I think the shiny for Solrock just does a better job compared to Lunatone. I like them. Probably like high B? This is roughly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something similar to this. But I like both Solrock and Lunatone. I think they're both cool. Probably more so Solrock, even though like I think it's just like the nose on Lunatone is what threw me off about it. Well, the nose slash I actually don't know what that like outward bit is. Lunatone and Soraka. I thought Renee tried using them. Oh, well. I'm sorry. That probably was agony back in that generation when they came out. But I think Soraka and Lunatone are just like both cool mods. But I wish shiny Lunatone like looked neater. Because like it's just the eyes that it's basically just the eye color that changes. Yeah, that's so lame for shiny Lunatone compared to shiny Solrock. It was, yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I don't know. I just like Lunatone. I like typically moon representation more than sun representation, even though I do have Solgaleo higher than Lunala on this list. But I feel like Pokemon's just been like treating the sun better than the moon. Then the Metatite stuff. I don't really like these as much. At least for a regular Metatite and Metachan. I think Metatite is like okay. Metacham I just don't love it. This might even be like the top of D. Mega Metacham though I think is cool. I actually do like Mega Metacham a lot. This, yeah, you know, I'll put it in top of B. Actually, you know what? I think I like these. Probably like that. Just aesthetically cool, but so Galeo's kind of like embodies that big solar being energy. Like, again, I think the problem I have with Lunala is literally just the animal. Because, like, lions are cool, and, like, I just don't like bats as much. Like, if it was a bird or something, I might like it more, but I think just because it's literally just because it's the bat, I think is why I don't like it. It's cool though. Like I still like Lunala. But again, like I just feel like even like in Solrock versus Lunatone, I still feel like Solrock like looks cool because like you have like just like the rock sticking out of it compared to Lunatone where it's like, oh, it's just a moon. That's cute. I think baby bats are cute. I don't really like adult bats as much. That's me. And then Baltoy Claydol? Are you using them in Smash Bros? And you know what? That's true. I don't love Baltoy as much. It's not bad. Claydol, I just weirdly liked for some reason. Like, I'm a huge Claydol fan. I'm just like a really big Claydol fan for whatever reason. I literally couldn't tell you why. I just think this mon is so bald and so cool looking. Yeah, I like Claydol. I think it's just like it's just a badass mod. I always like using it also in lower tiers too, but Claydol is one of those mods that looks cool, weird and you want it. Exactly, it's so weird. And the opposite of Baltoy and Claydol. I respect people who have that difference. I also can't tell you why that is the case. Exactly. Like, it's just weird, and it's like, it's weird enough to where it's like enticing in like a bizarre way. Yeah, I think Claydol's cool. I don't dislike Baltoy, but it's just like lower on the list for me. And then do I want to do Chingling Chimerica? I don't want to do that quite yet. Also, actually, you know what? I know a mon that I'm going to put in the first Who tier. I don't even know this thing's name. I'm going to be real. I don't even know what this is. That's just kind of how I'm looking at it. I don't even know what mon this is. I know it's like a newer gen mon, but I don't remember it. I don't know it. I don't know what it is. And I want to believe I'm not crazy in that. I don't know if I'm going to keep Dory later. And then what else do I want to tackle? That's like Deoxys. Sure, we'll do Deoxys. I was kind of thinking that. I think Deoxys is just cool all forms around. I like this mon. Like, I never had Deoxys as a kid, so just like the idea of it was always like enticing to me. But if I had to pick my favorites in order, I don't think anything gets below A realistically. I'm putting these in A just so I can like look at them a little bit better without having to scroll. Oh, I'm probably not finalizing them in A. I think Solosis line. Oh, well, we can do that after Deoxys, sure. I think regular Deoxys is definitely S. Attack's also S. Speed, I think, is actually like a B tier. And then defense. Yeah, it's an A tier. I think defense is an A tier one. Like I said, I always thought the Deoxys was cool, and like, even though I think defense is the only one that was ever legal in Go, like it was just a mon that always fascinated me. I like Deoxys a lot. Alright, time for another double S tier. Let's see about that actually. Chimecho line? Well, we will get to Chimecho after the Solosis line, because Linda did get to the Solosis line first. Come on, defense form, that's true. That's the movie maybe love them. Yeah, no, like, I remember seeing the movie and just never being able to get them. I think the Duosian is... I think Duosian in of itself is... It's okay. Nah, that's fine. I'm trying all our peak little guys. Solosis is very good. I like Solosis. He is a fun little guy. That is not Solosis, excuse me. I thought I clicked Solosis. Solosis, I think, is probably good. Yeah, I put Solosis in B. And then Reuniclus. I'm trying to think exactly where to play Solosis. Because I like Solosis a lot. I think it's an S tier. Probably about like that. I think Solosis is really fucking cool. I also just have like a big bias of it from back in 5th gen. Just like Reuniclus was like I kept saying Solosis for a little bit there because you know I remember Reuniclus. Reuniclus is like a mon I just kept going to back in 5th gen. I absolutely loved it. And then it got power crept at the next gen. It made me really sad because they buffed the shit out of dark types. Results after Green Glare and Rapidash Slander. Well, don't worry, I can Slender it more if you want. Just remember, it's still sharing a tier with Bruxish. Yeah, that's... I think that's probably like a fair assessment for Reuniclus. And then the Chimecho line. Well, Chainlink / Chimecho. Don't you dare, you bitch. Well, we'll see. And then Chingling. Chingling is very good. I think Chingling and Caught... Probably about that. I think Chingling is A. Chimecho's also, like, high, but I don't know if I want to put it, like, in A or B. He's so little guy. He is so little guy. I'm not disagreeing with you. You know what? I'm gonna put him in, like, 3rd top of B. I think that's, like, where I'd put Chimecho. Yeah, I think that's about where I stand with Chimecho. I think it's a very solid B tier contender. And then Chainlink's like obviously just so very cute. Like it's hard to like not put Chainlink in a high spot. Like he's just so based in little guy pill. And that's like my favorite gender, so you know. I think this is probably fair for those two. Wow, we are actually working our way through this. Also, I didn't realize there's only one Tapu in here. I guess that makes sense. They're all fairy types. And A tier is filled with little guys. I like how you say that when like the first like 4 Mons are literally Lunar Eclipse Bat, Dijin Demon, Weird Fucking Doll, and then Mewtwo and Scientific Abomination. But then we have you, Chingling, Cosmog, Esper, Why Not, and then Mr. Rhyme. Or not to see, they're right next to each other, leave me alone. Yeah. There's a lot of little guys in A tier. Not as many in S tier as I imagine there would be. Which is surprising to me. Then I started there. Hey, little guy's in Spirit Fair. He's just only a little guy because he's a clone of the OG little guy. I mean, there's an argument to that, I guess. I don't, but I don't entirely agree with that. I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I just don't agree. What else do I want to run? You know what? This is one that's probably gonna make people question me. I really like Oranguru. Like, I really like Oranguru. I think this mon's cool. I couldn't... like, it's just Monkey. And I like Passimian more. But I thought it's, like... I've heard you guess it up. Have I guessed up Oranguru? I mean, it's just cool. I like Oranguru. I don't know. Like, there's... like, it's simple. But I think it does, like, its aesthetic, like, very well. It's just a cool mod. Also, I think that, like, Instruct in VGC is funny. I was trying to say Upstruct, and like, that's not the fucking move, that's not the fucking move. Hey, Shogun. Yeah. Like I said, there's a bunch of different, like, game sounds in here. But yeah, I like Oranguru. I think it's cool. And then, what else can what do I want to do? Oh, actually, you know what? I'm doing another S tier mon right now. Because I think this shit is so fucking cool. I think Armarouge is fucking sick. Like, I am again, not immune to both of these guys. I think Armarouge and Ceruledge are both fucking sick. I'm more of a Ceruledge fan, but I like Armarouge a lot. Fucking Mega Man ass Pokemon. Muna? You know, we'll do Muna and Musharna. I think Muna's cute, but it's not like a cute to where it's like, oh my god, I love it so much. Like, I'm gonna put Muna in C, I think. Like, it's a decently high C. And then as for Musharna, Death. You know what? I'm ready to go. And you know what? I'm going to accelerate it so much. Because you're not about to like where I'm going to put Musharna. I don't like Musharna. Realistically. It's just kind of whatever to me. Like, what do you... I don't know. Like, it just doesn't hit the same way. I just don't love Muna. Muna the god. I don't know. Muna just doesn't do it for me. As sad as it is to say that. Because it is just a little guy, but... I just don't love it. I just don't care for it. It's just kind of whatever. That's just how I feel about Muna. Like, I've never felt, like, excitement even looking at this mon. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a mon. Like, maybe floral pattern. I think it is just like I think it's a combination of the floral pattern that's like weirdly on it for a psychic type, along with the, I'm gonna call it a nose or a snout. I don't know, it doesn't like. Also, I guess the lashes specifically kinda bother me. Also, this is unrelated actually to. It's a baby anteater. Snoop. Also, I never took it as a baby anteater, huh? But now I see it and I see what you mean. Also, this is, again, unrelated. Have you guys seen the weird-ass masculine trend, quote-unquote, that's been going around lately? Where apparently guys are shaving their eyelashes for a more masculine look. It's fucking weird, unhealthy, and I don't get it. I've been seeing it so much lately. Just all over social media. It doesn't matter what platform I'm on. But I've been seeing guys just do it. And I'm like, I've seen it, it's concerning. It is concerning. I don't get what the fucking point of it is. Like, no, you don't look more masculine. You look just stupid. Your social media bubble kind of unique. I don't know, like, what brought it up. But, like, I've just been seeing it a bunch lately. And it's like, I don't get why. Like, either why it's showing up or why it's like your lashes literally have a use. Exactly, like they have a use. Like they are functionally there for a reason. It's like saying, hey, let's shave the whiskers off your cat. Like, why would you do that? Eyelashes have an important function, absolute insanity. Exactly. Also, hello, Corey. Welcome, welcome. Son it. Why, like, I'm scared of how some men might shave their eyelids. Yeah, no, like that's shit, like, I don't know. It's like, I don't get why that's, like, quote-unquote been a fashion trend for guys lately. Like, I know there's, like, the eye color surgery, which I'm technically more okay with that, even though that's, like, a really big health risk. But I don't get shaving your lashes. Hello, I've been looking. Oh, I see. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess like just looking at Muna reminded me of it. But I've been seeing that a bit lately, and it's like, why? Why are y'all? Why are people stupid lately? Why are so many people so stupid lately? How the hell's Glad? How's Galarian Rapidash the hell? And how Galarian Ponyta's up there? Because Galarian Ponyta is cute as shit. And then Galarian Rapidash does. This was bad taste. Not true. Completely. But I like. We had this discussion earlier, but like I feel like Galarian Rapidash just like tries to be too in the middle of what it's supposed to be. I either want it more wild, like how Galarian Ponyta is looking with its fur and stuff. Or I guess hair, technically, because it's horse. Or like be more pretty. Like it needs to be one of the two. It's too in the middle for what it is, and I don't like it. Also, I don't like how like the colors like don't bleed together like they do on Ponyta. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like a weird trend I've noticed. I don't like it. Obviously, I don't recommend either the eye color surgery or shaving your lashes. Just don't be stupid. Let it be even just a gay Rapidash. Oh, also, Corey, I guess the other comparison I made for Rapidash earlier, it's basically just Charlie the fucking Unicorn. And I don't mean that in a positive way. Yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about that. Bad. You know what? Speaking of eyelashes, let's do the goth girls, okay? Let's do the 3 goth girls. Gothita creeps me out. I got more last unicorn than Charlie the Unicorn. Let me hold on. No, I don't see. I get where you're coming from, with Last Unicorn, but I'm gonna say I disagree on that. Like, it looks too angry to, like, give me Last Unicorn vibes. But I just get Charlie the Unicorn vibes from it. Like, it just reminds me of Charlie. Also, Goth Baby deserves higher. Goth Eat is fine for a middle Evo. Also, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do... Fucking Photoshop ad. Also, hello, honey. This is my... Okay, just took a second. And then Gothitelle? I think Gothitelle is fine. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you why I like Gothitelle. But I think Gothitelle is, like, actually just kind of a cool mod. I guess just because, like, it feels different from what we've gotten in some other mods. But also, Black and White is, like, so out there with a lot of takes. Which I like the base Black and White. Yeah, I like Gothitelle. I think it's alright. Oh, also, Corey, if people yell at me for mods in particular, I am more than willing to, like, look at them. Unless real grown-up goths hit different. See, I'm not even, like, I know there's the meme of, like, I want a big titty goth GF. But, like, I don't know. The goth aesthetic, to me, isn't there, per se. And I'm saying this is, like, actual goth, not like, oh, I'm just a girl that dresses in all black. Like, that aesthetic, to me, does not necessarily hit. Like, I would appreciate it from afar, but it's not like... I wouldn't, like... I guess I wouldn't name a goth group, because obviously I think personality is a bigger factor than the fashion sense, but, like... I don't know. I don't know if I could, like, be around that aesthetic, like, all the time in a hyperbolic time chamber, you know? Also, why did I say hyperbolic time chamber? I meant hypothetical situation. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with my brain? Anyways. I'm back. I think Gothitelle a weird feeling with a very long body. Yeah. You know, let me see if I can find that tweet again. Who was it? I want to see if I can find that tweet again, just to, like, show what they're, like, what Lynn is talking about. I found the person that tweeted. Let me see if I can find it in the media real quick. Hold on. Oh god, I may not be able to find it. Oh, you know what? I found an image that is just as good. Yeah, there we go. Also, thank you for beating me to the punchline up, but there we go. Yeah, no, like... It's just got tiny little legs for such a tall body. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it in that sense, but I still like Gothitelle. You know what? Speaking of, I guess, bad bitches from Unova, I like Meloetta. I think it's pretty. I like the arm gun more. Yeah, I like Meloetta. I think he's cute. I think it's got a good gimmick to it, even though the move sucks and it doesn't really work with its own gimmick. Also, I forget how loud this fucking boutique song is. Yeah, it like basically just fucking Hatsune Miku the Pokemon. But I like Meloetta. I remember trying to make this thing work for so fucking long back when it came out. Spoilers, it did not go well. Are both the rider forms of Calyrex psychic? I did not know that. You know what? Because I've been talking about him lately with a bunch of, like, TCG friends, let's talk about Monkey Dory. I feel like he's, like, such a perfectly average Pokemon. But it's funny because, like, we've been talking about him a lot because he's so good in the fucking TCG. Yeah, I think Monkey Dory in B is, like, perfect. Like, it's really just, like, one of the most average Pokemon to me. Despite it being a legendary, which feels weird. Yeah. Also, if you've not read Monkey Dory in TCG, it's a very funny card. There we go. You know, this shit is so funny in the TCG. Which, as a note, you're not really playing it for the attack itself, you're playing it for the ability. Yeah, you just give this thing like a darkness energy, which is what this symbol is for. I don't know if Pocket has the TC or has darkness in it, but you just move 3 damage counters onto shit, and I think it's very funny with this Pokemon. Yeah, I put Monkey Dory in B. I think that's fair. And you know what? I want to do the Lake Trio. I just want to jump straight to Lake Trio. I'm skipping Bronzor Bronzong for right now. I think his elf is really fucking cool. I like his elf. Yeah, I'm putting his elf in S tier. I think this mod is just neat. The other two I'm not going to be as kind to. I think Mesprit kind of fugly. I'm going to be real about that. It's not U tier, but it's kind of fugly. And then Uxie is, like, also very okay. I actually kind of like it. Yeah, probably up there. Yeah, that's how I, like... I don't know, I always thought his elf was cool. Even if, like, I don't have, like, super big attachment to it. Mesprit is my baby. I don't know, it just... Mesprit doesn't feel special to me. Like... Granted, I thought this legendary trio kinda suffers a bit in general, but I still think his elf is the cool one. Which, again, blue, but I also just like the shape language of it. Uxie, I think, actually does shape language very well. In fact, you know what? I think it does shape language so well. Nah, it is where it is. And then Mesprit just feels... Like, Mesprit to me doesn't feel like it's the quote-unquote leader of the trio. Even though I think that's, like, what it's supposed to be in lore, if I remember right. Like, it doesn't feel special to me. I don't know. Like, it's a very forgettable Pokemon to me. It's not who levels up I forget this one exists, but I don't like it. And then, of course, we have the other Psychic type from this fucking gen. Pretty-ass Cresselia. Actually, you know what? I tinker with this a little bit more, but I might actually say Cress is so high that it moves the Meowsticks and Victini down. I don't know. That could swap around, but we'll see. But I think Cress is very pretty, and it just does that prettiness very well. Even though I admit, and I remember seeing like a little short like talking about Cresselia's design, and I kind of agree with it. I don't like the rings around the body. They look too plasticky. And should be like more like translucent, like Aurora style, in my opinion. I don't like that they feel like they look too much like solid objects. Fuck it, Bronzor Bronzong, I guess. Until chat yells at me for more monster specific of what's left, I'll do Bronzor Bronzong. Bronzor is kind of whatever. I don't, like, dislike it. I don't love it. then Bronzong, I think, is... I like it for usage. I don't love it as much in terms of design. So, and you know, it's still average, but it's still like the average tier among all this. Oh god, the bats. I almost forgot about these two. I don't like Swoobat. It doesn't... I don't know. I don't... I think it's just like... I don't know. I just don't like it. I'm trying to like come up with words like say of why I don't like it, and I'm like, no, I just don't like it. That's just kind of it. And I dislike Woobat even more. They're not like they're not U tier. I think they're close to U tier, but they are some of my least favorite psychics. And then Daruma form Zenmo Darumaka. He's a little guy. And then the aliens. I'll be real. I forget Behem exists a lot. Like, I actually just forget this is a mod. I keep thinking that LGM is like a solo Evo. And that's only because of Pokemon Go. Because you can actually find LGM and I'm like, this mod exists? What? But he's like, he is kind of little guy energy in a way. So like, I kind of like him in like a weird way. What else is there? Oh, Sigil. You know what, Sigil? Yeah. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Like, kind of the same thing as Claydol, where he's, like, so weird. I really like him. Just fucking... You know, that's very true, actually. It took me a second to process that, but yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, no, it does get bonus points for that. And then... God, we're actually running towards the end. You know what? I'm putting another mod in the Who tier. I forget this mod exists. I'll just be real. Veluza, I think is the name. Like, I just never remember it. That's just kind of it. I just never remember this mod exists. I have no memories or recollection of this mod. It's just kind of there. What else is there? You know what? I should just... This is a bandit I just need to rip off. Delphox is a mon I don't love as much, admittedly. I like it more than some of these, though. Yeah, that's... I figured I'd put this lower, actually, but I guess it gets that high. Which feels weird to say, but... That's kind of how I feel about Delphox. I don't know, it is an evil line that, like... It gets cool with Break Shin. I actually like Break Shin. But then I get to Delphox and I'm just, like, saddened by it for whatever reason. Like, I thought they could have done more with it. Because, like, Chestnut and Greninja look really cool, but, like, it's just, like... I don't get as much of, like, the Magician vibe from it, like, aside from the stick. And, like, even, like, with the body language, like, I don't feel like it communicates, like, robes as much to me. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's, like, the weakest out of that region starters in terms of design. I forget, did I rank Silvally on other tier lists? I might not have. Hold on. Hold on, I need to cross-reference one thing real fast. Ground, did I put Silvally? I don't think I did. I probably put in the north. Yeah, okay. So Silvally's the same deal as Arceus. So we are not ranking Silvally. Little Beetle, I forget him. I remember Orb Beetle. And it's just okay. And then let me look at Orb Beetle. Gigantamax. Orb Beetle. Gigantamax. This is also kind of biased just because I hated Gigantamax as a mechanic. But it's okay. I'd put it there. Oh, look, a butt. Chat, do we have anything else that we really want to tackle, or am I just going through this in order at this point? Because we are technically running out of mods. And also, I'm saving Ralts through Gallade, I think, for last. I think that's going to be like how we wrap up the Psychic tier. And what else could I do? I guess there's Oricorio. I'll jump to Oricorio real quick. It's not that it's bad, but I guess because of the region it comes out with, the Hula design feels a little less inspired. Even though it's not a bad form. I guess it's not my least favorite though. Pom-Pom is probably my least favorite form. How do I feel about this Oricorio? It's okay. I think probably... Nah, I think it's... Yeah, I'd say it's like a strong C. I think it's fair for it. Spothra, because I remember that does exist. It doesn't get the Who tier. Oh, it's just a fucking... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move Josie up. Because I think a Spothra goes about here. Uke's a little guy, but I don't super care. Then Malamar. I think Malamar's cool because of the fucking anime. Presented this mod as like a fucking threat. So I think he gets points just from the anime. Yeah, I think probably about like putting in an average spot is fine for Malamar. Then what else? You know, we'll do Hisui and Braviary. I need to actually see this thing better because I did not play Legends Arceus, so let me get a better picture in front of me. It's a little bit more boring than I thought. It's not bad, but I guess it's probably like average. You know what? I feel like I owe it to Wordy here to rank this thing real quick. So Weirdier is only going up so high just because we've made so many fucking memes about Weirdier. I'm trying to think where Weirdier goes. Yeah, you know what? I think just like, not because of the mod itself, but because of how many memes we fucking made about this thing, I need to put weird ear. Like, to a point where I almost want to get, like, a dead weird ear emote. Also, is it bad that if I ever actually, that I kind of want to play Legends Arceus on stream, but just name a weird ear, like, Twitch chat? So, who's... Oh, I'm gonna, whatever. God, we're running out. We don't have a lot left. I guess we just kind of worked on the list at this point. Tapu Lele, I think, is cool. I like Lele. It's more so from usage rather than, like, just design, even though I like all the Tapus. It's probably my least favorite Tapu, admittedly, but I still think it's... yeah, I like it more than Bikini. And then... Is that... Flettle? I don't remember this thing. That's not like a... It's like one I remember the most out of the least. Ones I don't remember. And then Calyrex. I think base Calyrex is very whatever. Like, dude just looks like he wants to get pushed over and that you would give him a swirly during high school. But I think the horse forms are fucking cool. You just shove little guy in a horse. I'm putting these in A tentatively. I'm gonna rearrange them. Hold on. Do not take their current places as, like, realistic. I think Ice Horse is kind of just cooler. Actually, no, I guess they're both about the same, realistically. I like them both. Yeah, I think I agree with that placing for it. And then the Hatterene line? I'm gonna come back to that. Screamtail. It's okay. Like, I think it does a good job of being a... Well, it does an okay job, I guess, of being a prehistoric, Jigglypuff. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's different enough, per se, compared to some of the other past Pokemon. Like, it and Brute Bonnet, I think, both kind of suffer that problem. And then the future ones. I think Iron Crown does it the best out of all of them. Leaves does it okay. And I actually don't love Boulder as much, but I still feel like it's very okay. Oh man, we're almost done. Hats, yeah, we just have the hats and then the Ralts line left. I need to see Gigantamax Hatter. Gigantamax. I forgot. Wait, is the first or last one's Hatterene? I don't remember all these Evo names. I'll be real. Hatterene. I actually don't like this Gigantamax form a lot. Like, to a point that, like, I'm probably gonna do that. Little hat. Little hat's like cute. I do think it's not a bad mon. I like it more than Spoink. I'm gonna move Spoink down to smidge. I think the middle form is like one of the very few cases that I actually like a middle form a lot. Like, it's very cute. Do you know the thing about Hattereen's design? I do not. I will give you that. I do not understand like the gimmick behind his design. It's a tiny baby and that's all hair it's only. Oh, well. Alright then. Because like, the first one just feels like a Kirby character, I'll say it like that. But admittedly, you saying that? You know what? Yeah, I'll put it on there. Send the DM. Okay, that'll probably help clarify a little bit more. Oh. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh. Oh shit, I thought it was pretty, but now I kind of think it's fucking freaky. That's like the best way I can put it. It just feels fucking freaky. No. I think maybe like that. Also, actually, you know what? Boulder and Baltimore need to swap. Oh, I have stalled long enough, haven't I? We're actually on the Ralts line. Okay, it's Ralts time. So Ralts, I think he's just a cute little guy. That's kind of how I feel just about Ralts in a nutshell. Right? Like, cute little dude. Not a bad design. I like it. Curlia. I felt it was fine in the context of just Gardevoir. It's a little bit weirder to me now with Gallade existing. It's still not bad, but I don't like Curlia as much. But still, again, not a bad, like a bad one. I feel like it's just a fine psychic type. Actually, I'd probably put it like, yeah, I think that's fair. I'm gonna do Gardevoir last, because I feel like if I do the one, like, I don't want people sending me threats on stream. Gallade, I think is fucking cool as shit. I like Gallade a lot, especially shiny Gallade. And then following that up, I think Mega Gallade is also really fucking awesome looking. I just like Gallade. I am a really big Gallade fan. Like, Gallade is like the start to me of liking asymmetrical design. That's the best way I can put this one, because I feel like so much like design is focused on symmetry, but I feel like Gallade does a cool job of being like asymmetrical about it. Plus, I also like how like some media like shows the blade as like actually being retractable and all that, which I think is neat. And then we get to Gardevoir. This ain't the Mon I would fuck, I'm telling you that right now, but I don't think Gardevoir is bad. I feel like it's a very respectable A. Realistically, on both forms, I kind of like the Mega a little bit more. I also think the shiny is gorgeous for Gardevoir. I think that putting this Mon in A is fair. I think it's fair I put this Mon in A. I ain't like some of you freaks on Twitter I also ate like the freaking people on Shofu's Family Feud that said that Gardevoir looks delicious, and I'm sure you can figure out what they mean by that. I ain't one of those people. But I think that Gardevoir is a cool Pokemon. And then I guess that more or less does it. So let's start organizing these within tier, I guess. Starmie goes up. Actually, I almost am debating if I want to organize this within here. You know, I'll give it a glance through. How about that? I'll just do like a single glance through on all this because I don't feel like being here forever. I think stays in A. Well, nah, I can move Victini to S. I think it's like the bottom of S. I'm not putting this there officially, but this is just my final quick glance through. Actually, this thing is really fucking cute. Alakazam can move up, I think. Actually, no, I think Kadabra's gonna move down. Nah, I guess Orbeetle can move up like a smidge higher. Freaking poopy pants. Yeah, I think that does it. I think that is our official Psychic type tier list. I'm feeling pretty good about this. And again, if you want to comment on my taste, I will be posting this on all my social media platforms probably tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's it for me. You know what? Because I feel like this song is a good way to end the stream for tonight. With that, thank you guys very much for watching tonight's stream. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you didn't have it already, please hit the follow button. It really helps me out a lot more than you guys know. If you want to financially support me, the stream, all the goodies that happen on here, please consider subbing, gifting a sub, donating, all that other fun stuff. I understand money is tight for a lot of people right now, so please don't spend what you don't have. Focus on your own lives first. if you want to yell at me that my taste is bad when I post this tier list tomorrow on my socials. There you go. You can find me on every hub I'm on. And then don't forget to hop in the Discord if you want to catch future streams, and then also yell at me in real time that my tastes are bad. But I think that does it for me. Thank you all very much. Let me see who's streaming real fast, if anybody's a raid. I don't have any friends that are raiding or streaming right now. So you know what? I guess I'm ending it here. So I will catch you guys Friday for more FF9, hopefully. Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you very much. Catch you guys later. Goodbye, friendos.